welcome to another edition of Darwin and Adele's Kitchen. By special request, we've been asked to make a Monte Cristo. Now, a Monte Cristo is basically a ham and cheese dipped in a egg wash with cream and turned into basically a French toast sandwich, which is very, very, very tasty. But simplicity speaking, it's a ham and cheese. Now, because we're Hunt-Concons, we really don't do simplicity. But we'll do simplicity, but we also do things with an attitude. We cook with an attitude and imagination. So we just really don't do boring. So we will do a simple Monte Cristo, and then we will add certain complications. We'll make it a little more imaginative. So just stand by and watch, but we'll start with these basic ingredients. And when you make a Monte Cristo, use whatever bread you want to use. White bread, wheat bread, whatever, multigrain. We're using this. We bought this in Kroger yesterday. And these are some of the other ingredients we're going to be using. Different types of cheeses, plus eggs. We chop this up. Normally with a Monte Cristo, you're not going to add this stuff right here, but like I said, we don't, we like to make ours a little more substantial. And then plus, mayonnaise and mustard. Of course, we're going to make a different type of mayonnaise, like the friend says. And ours is a little more tastier. But for this first Monte Cristo, we're going to make it simple. So it'll just be mayonnaise and mustard. And so stand by and we will make it. But like I said, I will describe the process of making a Monte Cristo, a simple one first. And today's cooking aid is, Adele wanted me to try this, is Ace Pineapple Craft Cider. So, first time I ever tried this, it's going to be interesting. Again, no one sponsors me, so I'm just trying this. Okay, so just stand by and you'll watch the process. Want to show over here, honey? And these are some of the other condiments and stuff we're going to be making. And like I said, when I make our special mayonnaise sauce, we'll be using some of these items here. And like I said, when I went to Kroger, they were out of fresh dill, so I'll be using dry dill. So just stand by while I make the egg wash. Okay, now I'm making the egg wash. And basically speaking, I'm going to add half and half. But you can use whole cream, you can use regular milk, 2% milk, it really doesn't matter. And I'm going to put about that much. And I'm using 6 eggs because I'm going to be making about 4, maybe 6 sandwiches. And I shall beat it thoroughly. Because you're making French toast. So whatever you do to make French toast, that's what you're going to do. Me, I like using cream, milk, or half and half, whatever's available. And you will beat it thoroughly. Make sure you get all the eggs. Because whatever you do to make French toast, that is what you're going to do here. Now remember, you're not going to dip bread. You'll be dipping bread, but single slices, you're going to be dipping a sandwich in here. So, however many eggs you use for your family, double it. You may even triple it when you're making a Monte Cristo. Now, if you're going to ask how many cups you're using, about half a cup. And the rest of this goes into Adele's coffee. She likes to frou-frou her coffee. I drink mine Army Black. And that is about the consistency you want. Now we'll make the first sandwich. Be back in a little bit. And here we have Adele. Say hi to the Facebook group, Adele.
Hello.
And to YouTube World.
Hello.
And here, Adele, sous chef, she is getting the garlic bulb ready to go in the food processor because it's going to go to our special mayonnaise sauce. Now, our mayonnaise sauce we're going to make is for our Monte Cristo sandwiches. And it's going to be a special blend of mayonnaise, a tablespoon worth of horseradish, tablespoon worth of olive oil, and some pepper, black pepper that is, and some dill. Now, we went to Kroger to get some fresh dill, but they were out, so we're going to use some dry dill, but it's better with fresh dill. And it is something, the sauce we're going to use is really tangy and it's very, very, very good. And more of Adele, my sous chef, doing the preparation phase before we start making the Monte Cristo sandwiches. She just did the tomato, and now she's doing the red onion into very thin slices. And she's quite adept at that. As she's cutting them to very, very, very thin slices. Alright, now we're going to make the simple Monte Cristo. First we're going to add mustard. Now we're going to spread it. Make sure you spread it out even. Because depending how much you love your family or your friends, you want to make sure that when they bite into your Monte Cristo, they taste mustard. So spread it out evenly. Alright. Once you have the mustard spread out. Now this is the important part about Monte Cristo. It's the glue. Cheese is the glue that holds everything together. So use whatever cheese you like. Flat cheese, but of course the shredded cheese is the best. It's what I find the better glue. Because once you start frying this, you really want it to melt. Because this will hold your meat in. In this case, we're going to make ham. A ham Monte Cristo, ham and cheese Monte Cristo. And be liberal with your cheese. Extremely liberal. This one here is honey ham that we used last week with our chicken cordon bleu. The other ham we got right now is Black Forest too, but we're going to use up the rest of this honey ham. And this is going to be very tasty, I'll guarantee. Very tasty. Guaranteed, guaranteed. Then the mayonnaise. You can use real, light, Miracle Whip, whatever turns you on. But again, make sure your guests, your customers, whatever, they get the full taste. Everything here we bought at Kroger. We usually go shopping in two places here in town, Memphis. Kroger or Fresh Market. Now the next mayonnaise we make will be our own concoction that Adele and I experimented with and we love. Particularly when we do Monte Cristos. Which is why I will leave this spoon here. Now, let's see, honey, hand me the garlic up there on the Mrs. Dash on top of the stove. That one right there. Since I'm going to be the one actually eating this, or Adele is, I'm going to season it. There we go. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna add a little bit different cheese on top here, because cheese is your glue. So remember, add cheese. Liberal sprinkle of cheese. I got Parmesan on the bottom, sharp cheddar on top. And then press down hard. This is what you're going to do with all your Monte Cristo sandwiches. You're going to even it out and press it down hard for about 10 seconds. Just kind of on your head. Remember, 10 seconds hard. Then you're going to dip it. Be generous when you dip it. You want to make sure you soak it. Then you're going to bring your bowl. And then your preheated pan, you already got preheated, with butter.
That was a whole stick, right?
That's a whole stick. And then just like French toast. That's exactly what you're doing. You're cooking French toast. Then you can bring it up. And you cook it. Exactly like French toast. And this is going to taste very, 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 very good. Guarantee. About a minute on each side. Because you want that heat, you want the cheese to melt. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to happen. You want that cheese to melt. Because the cheese is your glue. So you get the edges to cook. You find a good slot. You find a good side here, which got some butter, and you push it in there. So it's basically French toast with an attitude. Now you let it cool off. And now turn this off, and then you make the next one. Right, down a bit. And this is what it looks like. It's going to taste pretty good once we bite down into it. Now this is where we make our special sauce that Adele and I love so much with our Monte Cristos. Put 3 tablespoons of real mayonnaise. And basically 1 tablespoon of olive oil. One tablespoon of horseradish. Fresh ground peppercorn. Dill weed, about that much. Now, if we had fresh dill weed, Kroger had fresh dill weed, we would have added that into the food processor with our garlic. But you basically get 1 clove of garlic, and you would get basically a twig or 2 twigs of dill, fresh dill. Instead, we're going to use this much of dry dill. You can also do the same thing with parsley, fresh parsley. If you want that, it's a unique taste. It's a very good tangy taste. And then let me get the garlic right quick, and we'll add that. One bulb of nicely minced fresh garlic. And this is where we make our next Monte Cristo with an attitude. mix it. I wish you could smell it. And it tastes very, very good. Very good, very good. Try it, my dear. What do you think? You like it?
It's good.
Well, we're going to make that in the next Monte Cristo sandwich. This one's going to be a Monte Cristo with attitude. Okay, honey? We'll make the next sandwich. The last one, we're going to put our special sauce on here. You can see the dill. Smell it to it. It's got a nice tangy smell to it. Oh, it's beautiful. And since I'll be putting beef on this one, and really you can put whatever meat you want on the Monte Cristo. You can use, I've used pulled pork, pulled chicken, pulled beef, whatever. Whatever turns you on. In this case, we'll put roast beef, salami, and ham. This one's going to be a Monte Cristo with an attitude. And since I'm putting beef in there, when using beef, it is okay to use a high quality English mustard with beef. So I'm going to use Coleman's. Which again is a high quality English mustard. And I love Coleman's with beef. Go ahead, turn it off, honey. And here I'm using a good quality English mustard. Since I'm going to be putting the roast beef of England on this part of the sandwich. And like I said, when we start getting ready to eat our brunch, Adele and I are sharing half of this. Alright, so first thing, remember, cheese is the glue that holds everything together. So we're going to put the cheese on first. Make this first layer of Parmesan. And be liberal with the cheese. And then we add the beef, as Adele calls it. Beef. Had an Italian friend, Guido. As he always said, he's good. We served together in Iraq. He was carabinieri. Alright. Added the beef there. Then we're going to add a little bit of a Black Forest ham, which is also very good. But we're also going to add some cheese to that, so that'll hold the Black Forest ham together. Now we're adding the Black Forest ham. Actually, this is salami. Black Forest ham coming in the other package. So we'll add salami to this one. I think 3 pieces should do. And then, like the last one, we will add cheese to it. Again, this serves as the glue. And here's the Black Forest ham. Then we add more cheese. Be right back. I gotta open this bag. And then we add this to the mix. Thinly sliced onion and tomatoes. And since we already added spices to the sauce, and remember, we squeeze this down and hold it. And before I forget, which I did, glue. That's your glue. 10 seconds. Okay, let me turn it off. Now we soak this. Now we take it over here. After we dip it. Because again, this is a French toast. And then we cook it. Then we sit and wait. And use your cooking aid. What's up, honey? final Monte Cristo will be the piece de resistance. It is our seafood Monte Cristo. Which is why we're having that lemon over there. If you're curious why we have the lemon. Now, along with the Monte Cristos, we're also having today for our brunch brine potatoes with onions, peppers, stuff like that. And then we're also having macaroni and cheese out of a box. Look at that. It's gonna be good, I guarantee. Now, if you don't want to use butter to cook it with, use oil, whatever, but we like using butter. Do it, Monte Cristo. Turn it up. Okay, I just flipped it. Is it recording?
Yep.
I just flipped it. So look at that. Woohoo! Sometimes when you're picking it up out of the dip bowl, you might feel it breaking under your hands. Go ahead and just put it in there, because it'll when it's cooking, it'll actually start sealing it with the butter. Look at that, man. Now this is a Monte Cristo with attitude, but you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till you see the seafood one. But look at this, man. This is awesome. Yeah, this one here is the a Hunt-Concon special that Adele and I make. And this one has attitude, man. Roast beef, salami, and ham with tomato and onion with our special sauce. And again, if you want to get the corners, that's how you do it. With the butter. And it doesn't take that long to cook. Voila. Now we get the other one ready. Again, turn your pan off, because now we got to make the next one. And the next one is pure awesomeness, man. I mean, pure awesomeness. I need to grab a couple eggs. Gotta add a little more in there. And then we add a layer of shrimp. And some more lemon. And then add some more cheese. Where's the cheese? There. Oh, here's the cheese. Because cheese is the glue. And then onion and tomato. And then some more cheese. You can't go wrong with cheese. And then you hold it down for a good 10 count, both sides. then you dip it again. I mean, you press it again. Okay, honey, turn it off. And this is our last one. This is the Hunt-Concon special seafood. Our seafood special. And we flipped it without breaking. Yay! You got it?
I got it.
Alright. It flipped without breaking. Now you gotta cook it for a few seconds. And then it's done. Our seafood extraordinaire. The hardest part is flipping it without letting it break. Next thing we're going to cook is the O'Brien potatoes. And she is done. The Monterey is done. It also helps if you have oversized spatulas. And we are done. Now time for the O'Brien potatoes. We're going to wash out this and then proceed with the O'Brien potatoes. Well, we are done. Check out this. Check this out. Oh, check it out. Beautiful. Word. Okay, here I'm just making the O'Brien potatoes in about, it'll be done in about a couple minutes. Once the potatoes turn golden brown. So this is it for our meal. Now I've got the Monterey sandwiches here. Been enough to last Adele and I for a few days. And soon I'll be serving it to Adele. And we'll have the video done, probably posted by tomorrow. Okay? So, I'll be serving this soon to Adele. And here you go, my darling. Your dinner is served. O'Brien potatoes. Your Monte Cristo Black Forest beef, ham, and salami, and of course your seafood delight, Monte Cristo. Bon appetit, my love. Bon appetit. We have our main critic, basically. She's